The Motorola Xoom, that's Zoom with an X. It's said to be the biggest competitor to the iPad 2. It runs off Verizon's network and uses this new interface called Honeycomb, which is designed slightly different than what you've seen before on other Android phones and tablets. It has 5 customizable home screens, and you can fill them up any way you want. Here, I'll add the book reader widget to an empty screen. It's easy to use and buy books, but you can't highlight or make notes. Notice that there are no built-in buttons on the front. There's just these on-screen navigation buttons for back, home, and a window that opens up other apps. The settings buttons are usually somewhere on the top right corner of the screen. I wasn't always thrilled with how some things were designed. For example, I can search through my Gmail, but no search function on other email services. And actually, many apps didn't work properly on here. It seems that these companies are so focused on pushing these tablets and phones out as soon as possible. Quick, get it up for the new iPads released. And then they figure they'll just address the software issues later. I mean, that meant I had a bug-filled experience reviewing this. Facebook's widget crashes and doesn't sync with my contacts. The video chat app, Quick, it's not compatible. My weather widget won't work. There's no Flash Player download available yet on here. And it also had crashes for Android's bookstore, but those resolved themselves, it seems. I realize these software issues can be resolved in time with updates, but it soured my experience. And regardless of the software flaws, the hardware, though, is solid. Long battery life, fast dual-core processor, touch response was great, screen is sharp, front camera, that's 2 megapixels. The back one is 5 megapixels with a flash, which is better than what the iPad 2 is touting. It is, however, slightly heavier than the iPad 2 and not as thin. But perhaps more importantly, it will be able to tap into Verizon's 4G network in a few weeks. But you have to bring it back to Verizon to have the extra hardware installed. Kind of goes back to my aggravation over why they just couldn't wait a few weeks and get it right the first time. So if you don't mind dealing with the flawed app experience now, and you need constant internet connection wherever you take this, a ton of storage space, and faster download speeds, you'll like the Xoom. That is, if you don't mind being stuck in a 2-year contract. Data plans start at $20 a month. With 32 gigs of memory in here, the Xoom costs $600 after contract. For the Miami Herald, I'm Bridget Carey.